Well, hello and welcome, Samson, to the ESK8 UK live experience. Thanks
Yeah,
for coming back on again. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, good. Thanks for asking. Well, we had a nice chat with Suki earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, Suki. So yeah, all good. You were telling us a little bit about your DIY you were doing in the off
Yeah,
season in Canada,
I
colder
I would
times.
say I started in the worst way because I don't have just one going on at the moment it's more than one. But
Mm.
yeah, like my old Riptide R1 pretty much that detonated on me like riding to work. So like
When you
motor
say
got a rocket in there.
detonated,
I mean
oh,
like the
okay.
motor like actually blew up. Like I'm
Wow.
talking like poof and just lock up
Yeah,
and the whole lot. So
it's impressive.
yeah, after that,
Did you
I'm
did
pretty
you
much
write did you write it out, Samson? Did you run
it.
that out for a
It
locket?
was more of like a slide it out sort of
Slide it
situation,
out.
just
Ah,
sliding in a straight line. But I mean, it was a work commute, and I was only using it at the time for like a 2 to 3 kilometer ride each way, so it was
yeah.
fine. I just walked, carried it, and it was pretty much fine. But yeah.
Is it back rolling now? Was it much of a journey to get it going again?
Now honestly, like since I've switched jobs and like I ride a lot longer distances, like now it's more of like a quick trip to the store sort of board, where it's not
Ah,
getting
yeah.
much ride time, but I might sell it or something once it's fully done being built. So yeah.
Did you manage to remake it to the original spec, or because it's been a while since those came out, isn't it?
No, I tried to keep the battery like size, I guess, similar, just in case if I was able to source the original enclosure, but no luck. So pretty much had to go on AliExpress, wait a couple months, and I got an enclosure that it's a little bit bigger, only by like I think like 2 or 3 mil in each direction. But aside from that, works pretty good.
Oh, sweet. And,
Yeah,
and your commute to work now is a bit longer, you were saying. How far
yeah.
do you have to go each
Instead of
way?
it being like I'll say what 2 to 3 kilometers, now it's about like 12 to 14, depending on if I decide to take a little bit of a trail. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's more fun now because I feel more satisfied when I get to work. Where I'm just like, yeah, I did like a nice ride into work. But some days, you're tired after work, so you're somewhat beat up. But
Hmm.
I mean, it's still better than dealing with public transit and the delays.
Yeah, absolutely. And cost of
Yeah.
fuel at the moment, everyone's complaining about. Are you having to charge in work to get home then, or have you got enough range to go there and back?
Honestly, most times I do it on the board, like right here. Like I'm not sure if you can see it. That's Walgo AT2,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
and like for this board on the 125s, I get close to like 40, 50 kilometers.
Oh, you're fine then, aren't
So
you? Yeah.
I'm pretty good for range. So get
Sweet.
splurge a little bit riding to and from work on the trails.
Nice. Also, you do go a little bit off the beaten track then,
Yeah, 100%.
feeling the call of the grass, is it? And the off-roading.
Yeah.
Nice. So are you going to go more board towards that way going forward? You gonna make
Um,
anything or
I mean, for me so far, I feel like last year towards the end of the summer, I went from mostly being like a strictly like riding on the street, on like, paths to like slowly becoming more of like maybe I'll ride on some gravel, maybe I'll hit some
mm,
grass, and now I'm somewhat like, I need something more built for this. So
yeah.
that's why I started like looking at parts, looking at different mounted board decks, trucks, all these sort of
Also,
things. And
so
now I'm
full
like,
mountain board is the plan now then, yeah?
yeah,
Nice.
because I mean, I had this thing and I don't ride it on super crazy off-roading, but
Hmm.
I still have my Max Fan FF. And I've tried to kill that board, so it gives me an excuse to buy a new board, but it just keeps on running, honestly.
It's always the ones you don't want to, isn't it? That refuse to die,
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Oh man. Oh, it just sounds like it's going to be a fun journey then, isn't it? You know, sort of exploring new paths and off the path. So,
Yeah.
have you got anything figured out for it? Are you going to go belt drive, gear drive?
I honestly prefer belt drive simply for the
Hmm.
fact of I like to mess with pulleys and ratios and all
Yeah,
that to get more top speed, more torque.
yeah.
And I mean, with gear drive, it's adjustable, I would say, but not to the same aspect as belt because belt's been around for like pretty long, right? So there's
Hmm.
more options if you want to go wheels, if you want to change your gearing, stuff like that. So
Okay. So you got
I'm
you set on
yes,
belts then. Have you
yeah.
got a company in mind for the belts, or have a
I'm
look around a bit close?
honestly thinking like Lin Power. I saw these new trucks on the board that recently came out, the Overland. So
Yes,
I'm hoping that they release that soon
the
for like
DIY equivalent. So you're gonna go with their trucks and their drive. I got you.
yeah, I'm planning something like that. And the deck, I was somewhat thinking MBS, but I'm somewhat like
Huh?
I'm gonna keep my options open. I'm not set on it, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
I got you. Because you're based in Canada, aren't you? So that's sort of
Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta
So
plan ahead,
sort of
and it somewhat sucks because depending on where I order from, shipping could be $0, could be like hundred. So
yeah. I don't know the relationship there, but I'm pretty sure MBS is American. I think so. I don't know how great that is at the moment, but it's always
it's I like honestly like I even looked like on places like AliExpress because I'm just like I mean why
uh-huh.
not? Shipping is like way less, sometimes like $0. So
If I was, yeah, possibly you could maybe go second hand on a mountain board deck, couldn't you? You could
yeah, I've
look
also
on
looked at those options,
face.
but part of me is
Mm.
just like I want to keep it super clean, like at
Yeah,
least for like saying that I'm gonna abuse it and know that hey I made these scratches sort of thing.
yeah, yeah. So you
But
want to get it new, and then yeah,
but honestly, if something pops up and it really catches my eye, then I'll probably pick it up.
I got you.
But
To
yeah,
keep it clean as well, it's the wiring is can be an issue sometimes on mountain board builds, you know.
yeah, that's
Uh,
one thing that I'm not looking forward to that part when I have to tackle the
mm,
wiring. I hate wiring. Like all the time when I see people do like lights and like they're wired up to a smaller battery voltage, all like
mm,
part of me just like that looks nice, but I know I would mess it up and I don't have the patience for it, and it's a bit of
yeah,
trial and error. That's what I realized with DIY over time. But
yeah.
I
Maybe
mean,
is there anyone in your area can help you out with DIY? Anyone you do you solder or got any friends who are into DIY?
a couple of people that I know, but they
Good.
don't necessarily like run the full lighting system and all of that. It's more of just battery ESC motors, not really
Okay.
lighting and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah,
Okay, it's enough to get you going, isn't it? And then I guess with mountain boarding, the next question is bindings or not? Are you gonna go? You gonna get strap in?
I
Gonna
think
fully
no
commit?
binding, no
Okay.
bindings, because for me it's
So
more of a scare factor on if I have to bail. Because
I hear
I've
you.
been hit by drivers and people drive way too bad. I need to be able to
Uh,
run it out if I need to. So
I hear
yeah.
you. Okay, so we got a bit of a picture of that. I look forward to, and I guess battery then. A big battery on top of the board, sort of
Yeah,
the
I'm definitely
classic.
thinking on top so I could have a bit more clearance underneath where if I scrape it, it's not really going to be like a, oh no, my
Yeah,
enclosure. So, you know,
yeah. I think that's a smart move. It's not really a mountain board for me for batteries underneath.
yeah, it's
Even
same here.
though,
That's how I view it.
yeah, there's lots of boards that do that, isn't it? Sort of like cruisers, I'm going to call them. You know, the ones that use a mountain board chassis and then they put the battery underneath. Your
Yeah.
La Croix, your Cali.
I like them. Like a
Oh,
friend
they
of
cool.
mine
They look
has
cool. They
one,
look
but in
slick. They
person,
look
it
slick.
has a lot less clearance than you think. Like online,
Uh,
it's like one thing where it looks like it has the clearance, but
yeah,
in person, once
like
you're actually standing on it, it goes from here to like,
yeah.
just a bit lower than I would like.
Yeah, they do look beautiful, and they've I
Well,
you
they
know
do.
so I love that. But just the functionality, and if there's rocks and water about, it's got to go on top for me.
Yeah.
Um, so oh, this is gonna be wicked. I wish you all the best of that, and
Yeah.
I hope
Thank
it
you.
works out really well. Yeah, swappable batteries is the good thing with that, isn't it? I was going to ask you about sizes of batteries, and sometimes you want long range, other times you don't want a lot of weight.
Yeah,
It'd be
for
good if
me,
you could up
honestly, I'm just thinking more of just a bigger battery setup and
long
depending,
range
I
then.
mean, the whole point is like, yes, you could swap out the batteries, but for me, I'm somewhat more of like a might get a medium to larger size battery and then,
Yeah,
I have
explore,
I have
reflect.
batteries sitting around in here that like
Yeah,
I mean, if I want to use it, I could use it for that build, but it's more of like a just in case if I want to swap it out. But for now, pretty set on
Yeah,
a bigger battery for now. But
yeah. Sounds like you got most of it figured out. Yeah, we look forward to seeing when you've built it and how you're enjoying riding it, and it's going to be
yeah,
a nice new adventure. Definitely, you'll be going places different, I guess. You know,
yeah,
that's that. Talking about off-roading, we were chatting with Suki earlier, saying that there's an event a weekend after this at the Fabulous Bugs Boarding in England, United Kingdom. Anyone who's near Gloucestershire, the weekend after this, OG Tramper, they're putting on one of the big events. So it's a mix. There's everything, as you can see. There's gravity mountain board racing, jib competitions, trick slalom. There's going to be a heavy pre, mainly the trikes and the one wheels at this event. I'll be going with my electric mounted board, and a few of my friends will be doing the same. All terrain curling. I can't say I know what that one is, so that looks like it can be a bit of fun. Yeah, and then some food and the premiere of Sunny, Tramper team captain there at the front of the picture. He does a video, and that's his. I believe that's going to be his video premiere. So yeah, try and get out and Bugs Boarding. It's a place to be. Camp for the weekend. Glastonbury kind of vibe. A lot of fun. If you're ever in the UK, come to one of the events. They do them all summer. You know,
yeah. Sounds fun.
you
Because
bring your
here we don't
board.
have enough like proper boarding events. It's just usually a mix most times when we have events.
There seem to be a lot of asphalt. I notice in the states. A lot of quick,
Yeah, like
sort of
over
fast
like
racing.
North America in general, I feel like it's
Canada.
more focused on simply just sticking to street. Because I guess I don't know, maybe it's some people are scared of going off road, or maybe some people like I don't know, maybe it's finding the land to do it.
Yeah,
Maybe it could be a mix of
it
all.
it can feel pretty nice riding tarmac on smooth urethane wheels as well, and that I guess it's
Yeah,
whatever people enjoy doing.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, it's going to be good. Looking forward to this summer. I've sort of skated through the COVID years where we couldn't meet up and have these events. So much fun now to all get together and share the stoke. You know,
yeah,
we
one
had
hundred percent.
we had Drew come over from the States and rode with us a couple of weeks ago. It was really cool to ride with him. Um, yeah, so we're all getting together now and having a good time.
Yeah.
Do you ever travel? Could you see yourself ever coming to Europe and maybe getting to one of these events in the future if they
Honestly,
if
I've
planning
thought
allowed?
about it. For me, honestly, I'm not sure if you've seen I think they're called The Wrong Direction, like the
Yes, I know
YouTube
the
channel.
wrong
Yeah.
direction, guys. Yeah, they
I'm
got
thinking more of
Thailand
doing
and
something like that. Like those guys have made me realize that yeah, I've always thought about doing it, but now I see that as possible. So part of me is just like I want to do something somewhat like that, but not in just like Canada, but like take it elsewhere where
okay.
it's traveling, but also part of me wants to do it where it's not just traveling to a destination. It's more of like traveling, doing like a long cross country ride and meeting the local riders in each area.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I guess you could start locally first of all, couldn't you, and try it all out a bit and then branch out from there.
Yeah,
It's always getting those batteries to the destination for traveling. For your actual mountain board, you'd have no problems, and maybe sort of borrow some batteries when you get to a different country, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching the One Direction. That's the band, isn't it? The Wrong Direction videos in Thailand over last New Year's.
oh
I was
yeah,
watching it
the part where they lost a bunch of stuff in the little
in the
side bank.
water
Oh,
in the
God.
little creek, wasn't it? At
Yeah,
the
that
Seven
made me
Eleven
crack
store.
up because you just see it in the background. Just
They had some trials and tribulations. There was a lot of DIY going on to keep the chargers going and the batteries, if I remember right. But they were
yeah,
so entertaining. If you can, yeah. And they actually came past here, past Wales, where I'm in the UK, on another one of their adventures. They were going around lots of pubs, and
yeah.
yeah. So hopefully bump into them at some point. And see your travels. If you do it, Samson, go for it and report back. Maybe we can have an interview when you're on the road. And
Yeah, that
sounds
would be fun, and that's something that honestly for me, it's one of those things that I feel like I'm more so setting in stone for myself, where it's a I must do this thing, like sooner or later I must, right? Because
yeah, just
it's better to explore and just it's a way of discovering that most people won't think about doing, or if they do, but then they don't really commit to it. But for me, I'm more so like I want to do it, I must.
I read a quote today. I think it was something along the lines of life is short and unpredictable, but more unpredictable than short. So it was kind of like seize the day, go do it now as soon as you can.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's great. We had Jan in the comments then saying hi. Hi back to you, Jan. We were just chatting about one wheel event that's happening at Bugs Board in the weekend after this, the Tramper Challenge and the Pigeon Run, I want to say. But yeah, the one wheeling and the trikes are going to be full force, as well as the gravity events. So hopefully see you there, Jan. Um, yeah, it's going to be great. Uh, did you have the winter off riding and you had no boards at all that were working, Samson? Is that what you were saying to
For
Sylvia?
me, I like now I have enough boards where at least if one's broken or two are broken, I still have a backup. But for me,
Ah, yeah.
honestly, in the wintertime, like if there's snow or if there's ice outside, I'll probably switch to riding my EUC.
Okay.
And when it clears up, like the nearest, I will just take my board out because for me, like EUC is more of like a simply, yeah, I could take it to work, not much else. I don't get much of like the super fun riding from it,
Okay.
but the board is more of like a like 100% like just for fun riding.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
your
I take
film.
that to work, it's definitely gonna be like a lot better of a mood and just it makes me want
Mm,
to ride longer distances.
yeah.
But yeah.
So my question, I guess, is for your adventure, would you use both vehicles, or would you maybe go do one on a board and another time go on the UC?
No,
Any
EUC,
thoughts
I
like
feel
that?
like it would make it too easy because there's not really much of a challenge to it because
Challenge.
bigger tire, most of them have bigger batteries. So like, you already feel like, yeah, I could get from here to here. I don't need to chart, I don't need to worry about much. But
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
board, it's more challenging and you're going at like also, I would say lower average speed. So
yeah,
you're seeing more, you're like realizing
yeah,
more and just enjoying nature a bit more, I would say.
yeah. I hear you. We've got a big event coming up in my area now, Wales. The weekend after the Tramper Challenge, funny enough, where over 4 days. Oh, here we go, Jan. Love to come to events again. Oh
Oh
no, car
gosh,
bills. Oh
that's not good.
man. Oh, this sucks. You're gonna have to ride your one wheel when you're mowing your lawn, Jan. It's the best I can come up with. We're gonna have to come and go for a group ride with you. So we have to make that happen to sort of share the stoke that way. Um, there we go. I've lost my train of thought now. Can you help me out, Samson? Where were we going?
There's an event week after, I
There was
think
an
you said.
event.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I was saying lots of miles. So we're doing 11 routes over 4 days.
Oh
So
wow.
three a day and then two for one of the days. I think I total it'll be about 260 miles over those 4 days.
Wow.
So
That's a
we've got
lot of
people coming on
mileage.
EUC. So those guys, as you said, should hopefully have a range. Then ESK8 and one wheel. But not everyone will be doing all the miles and all the routes. We kind of worked it out quite cleverly so that the people who got the range can basically ride between the routes, the main routes, to sort of add on some miles along some like scenic canals and cycleways we have here.
Yeah.
So hope everyone enjoys it. We're trying to keep sort of the shortest route is 8 miles and the longest route is 100 miles. So
Wow.
yeah,
This is
trying
a
to keep
drastic
everyone
difference.
happy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we'll let you know how that goes in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, everyone enjoys themselves and makes it back to the start.
It sounds like it'll be a fun time.
Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be some tired legs after that. So there we go. No booster. So maybe I think they might struggle because I didn't say. What I didn't mention about the 8 mile ride is it's. I think it's 1 mile of elevation gain. Drew came and did it with us. Well, the world famous Kumkan, I'm going to call it now. It's one of the most beautiful escape rides you can do, and it's a mile of elevation. So you go up quite high, basically, Samson.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people get beautiful views, and then they get the thrill of riding back down the mile.
yeah. You
You get a
get
bit of
regen,
regen on the
just
battery.
free roll.
Yeah, yeah. So that's ace. Anyone who wants to come and ride Kumkan, sort of have a chat, and we'll do it. So anything else that's going on we need to know about in North up there, Samson?
E-skate wise, we have what's it called? I think it's called Carvin Camp or Skating Camp, something along the lines of that, where it's all e-skates, and we ride like 50 kilometers out of the city, and
Right.
you camp overnight, you ride the trails, and then next day you
You
ride
did
back
this
in.
last year, didn't you? I remember chatting to you just after it.
I think it was, yeah, last year I did it, but I didn't do it on my own board, which kind of bummed me out because I couldn't ride the way I wanted to, because it's not my board. I don't want to like damage anyone's board, right?
Yeah.
But it's a pretty fun event, and it's funny because like the first time that I went, I barely had enough range for like each like stretch between charging,
Hmm.
and now it's basically to the point where like I have like a big enough battery pack where I could last pretty much the whole thing. So it's funny knowing that this year I could pretty much like not have to worry about charging. I don't even have to worry about my speed. I could just do the
Yeah,
whole thing in
no,
like one shot pretty much.
so no range anxiety then, isn't it? It's very
Yeah.
real. Yeah. Oh, that's fab then. What a difference a year makes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's I feel like it's more so like it makes me realize how fast like battery technology is advancing for all PVs, where it's like
Hmm.
in a couple of months, it's like such a difference. And with all the stuff that comes out now, even like on the cheaper end boards, like you have like battery sizes and battery like configurations that years back that would be like triple the price.
Hmm. It's all going the right way, and I think that's where we need more development.
Yeah,
Cheaper, smaller, lighter batteries with more power and more range, please.
yeah,
That'll really revolutionise. And I always say I like to have enough battery for range, but not too much for weight. And it is
yeah. I feel
that
that.
Goldilocks thing, isn't it? So I sort of solved it myself with the swappable battery system, and I've got lots of different sizes of them. So I've actually only got one board that I ride, and I've got about 6 batteries. So I'll give you a
Yeah.
clue.
That's a
And
lot of batteries.
yeah, yeah. So it can go all the way up to, I think 40 miles is the most range I can put on the board. But
Yeah,
that obviously drastically changes the handling. It becomes like,
yeah. Then it's
how's it?
properly hefty under your feet, and you get like
Oh, it's
slowly drained
hefty
of
under
the
your
energy.
feet. Yeah, yeah, it's hefty under your feet. It just rides totally different. And my lightest option is all the way down to sort of 2 miles, which is no weight to them at all. Those batteries.
Yeah,
But then you can have the problem. It's too light in certain scenarios, but normally it's better to have a light board under your feet than that. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. The last couple of years I've been playing with that, and I want to say it quietly, fingers crossed. System's been working flawlessly, so I'm well happy with that.
no, it's very
And
good.
yeah, we just want to keep enjoying these machines, don't we? And get out and having fun.
Yeah,
So it's been wonderful having you on the show, Samson. Um, I guess say thank you to everyone in the comments and for Suki for popping up the links as always. And we look forward to having you on again and telling us how your camping trip went and how much battery you had left when you came back.
yeah. I have a feeling this year I will probably the most I'll drop down to is maybe like 35%. So I know this
That's
year it's in the bag pretty much.
It's not getting stressed at all. That battery is brilliant.
Nope. No
You can
stress.
you can use it to run a heater to keep you warm when you're camping. You know you got that much left over. I'm joking. You know. Okay, well, lovely chat to you, Samson. Have a good evening. Who have we got here? Oh, trouble logging in. Hi and bye, I guess. Come on, we're back next week. All the best.